Planning for a memorial after the service, obviously that really obviously depends on whether you're looking at burial or cremation. If you're looking at burial, well, obviously the memorial is going to be there because you've had to purchase the grave site, or it may be something that was already pre-purchased for the deceased, so they already have their memorial site. With a burial, for instance, if the site has already been taken care of prior to burial happening, well then after the funeral you'd be looking at doing whether it be a plaque or a headstone. So generally, probably 8 weeks after the funeral might be too long. Some people find it, 4 weeks after the funeral they may want to start doing something. Some people want to do things very quickly. They feel that it's necessary for them to do it quickly to get it over and done with. But it's important to take time because you're generally looking at an inscription on a headstone or a plaque that is going to reflect that person's life. So it's wise to take a bit of time to have a good think about what you'd like on the plaque, put a lot of thought into it, get some feedback from other family members or friends as to what you might like to do. Generally the cemetery or the park will have people there that can also give you some assistance and make some suggestions if you're not too sure. Wandering around the cemetery, sometimes just looking at other plaques and headstones to see what other people have written can give you some good ideas as to what you might like to do as well. With cremation, that's a little bit different because a lot of people have had the cremation done and they really think, well, what do I do now? And they're generally contacted by the crematorium saying that, we now have the ashes and remains of the deceased person, so what would you like to do? Would you like to have a memorial? A memorial in this case it could be anything from a little garden site with a plaque, or it could be a wall, like a brick wall with a plaque on there where the ashes are contained or not. Sometimes families decide that they would like to scatter the ashes, but they can scatter the ashes and still have some little tangible recognition that that person has lived a life. So they can have a plaque there saying that, the person's name and their dates and, what they meant to them, or, funny little quirky saying on the bottom of it that just reflects that person.